Hey everyone, and welcome back. Ready to dive deep into some awesome financial independence strategies?
Well, absolutely. Let's do it.
I am so excited to break down this recent article we found, Top 7 Tips for Financial Independence Savings. It is jam-packed with actionable advice, and I think our listeners will get a lot out of it.
Yeah, it's a hot topic right now, and for good reason.
Yeah.
It's never too early, or too late for that matter, to take charge of your finances, right?
Absolutely. And this article jumps right in talking about setting smart goals. But, it goes beyond the typical save more advice.
Right.
It emphasizes figuring out what financial independence actually means for you.
Totally. Is it early retirement?
Yeah.
Dream business?
Yeah.
Maybe traveling the world? Got to nail down that vision first.
Exactly. Then you can shape your financial goals around it. That's where the smart part comes in.
Yeah.
The article gives an example. Someone wants to save $50,000 in 5 years for a down payment on a house.
Okay, specific and measurable, we like that. But is it achievable and relevant? Let's say you're saving $500 a month right now. To hit that $50,000, you'd need to bump it up to, let me see, about $830.
Whoa, that's a big jump.
Right, so maybe it means cutting back somewhere or finding ways to boost your income.
Yeah.
But seeing the numbers, that's what can be a real eye-opener.
It can be motivating, too. I love how the article mentions celebrating milestones. It keeps you going.
For sure. Like hitting those mini goals, you see the progress, feel good about yourself, you got this.
Right. It's not just about that big, far-off goal. Now, on to everyone's favorite topic, budgeting.
The B word.
I know. But, this article frames it in a way that's less about restriction and more like, here's your roadmap to financial freedom.
It's true. It's not about deprivation. It's about being mindful, making choices.
Right, exactly. And they lay it out clearly. List your income, those fixed expenses like rent, utilities, that kind of thing. And then categorize everything else as either a need or a want.
That's the key right there. Do you need it or just want it? Makes a big difference.
Huge. And you might be surprised how much those wants are costing you. Okay, so you've got your goals, your budget. But this next tip, this is where things get clever. Automating your savings.
Ooh, this is a game changer for a lot of people.
Seriously, it takes the willpower out of it. You choose a day, ideally right after payday, set up that automatic transfer to your savings, boom, done.
And before you can even think about spending it, it's already working for you.
Exactly, like it's on autopilot. And while we're talking about saving, that emergency fund, so important.
Absolutely crucial. Something unexpected happens. Medical bill, car trouble, you've got that cushion. No dipping into your savings, no debt.
Peace of mind, that's what it is. Okay, let's talk about those pesky unnecessary expenses. Tell me, have you ever gotten sucked into the subscription trap?
Oh, totally. Sign up for something and then completely forget about it. It happens to the best of us.
Right. Those recurring subscriptions, they can add up so quickly without you even realizing it. It's like a slow leak in your bank account.
It's like a slow drip, drip, drip.
Yeah.
And you don't notice it until, bam, it's a significant amount.
Exactly. That's why this article, they suggest doing a regular subscription audit. You might be surprised what you're paying for and not even using.
It's about being mindful, even of the small stuff, right? And speaking of small expenses that add up, the article also talks about dining habits.
Ah, yes, takeout. The delivery apps, it's so easy to overspend.
Convenience has its price, that's for sure. Those restaurant meals, they're nice, but think about how much they eat into your budget over time. Cooking at home, it can be fun. It's often healthier and definitely easier on the wallet.
Totally agree. There's something so rewarding about making a delicious meal yourself. But okay, this next one, I think we've all been there. Impulse purchases.
Oh, the impulse buys, they get you.
Mm.
Online shopping, or even just browsing the aisles at the store. It's so tempting.
The struggle is real. But the article has a good tip for this. It's called the 30-day rule. So you're considering something not an essential, wait 30 days.
Gives you a chance to really think it through. Do you actually need it or just want it in the moment?
It's about being intentional. Speaking of intentional, I love this next part. Diversifying your income streams. What a powerful concept.
It's huge. Think of it like having multiple rivers flowing into a lake. Much more stable and resilient that way, right?
Love that analogy. Not just about earning more, but about having options, security.
Exactly. And the article highlights a few avenues: freelancing, consulting, passive income, side hustles.
There are so many possibilities these days. Use your skills, turn a passion into a side hustle.
Exactly. I once heard about someone who turned their love for knitting into a whole online business selling scarves.
See, amazing. But let's switch gears a bit. Investing. This can feel intimidating to some people.
For sure. It seems complicated, maybe risky, But the good news is, it doesn't have to be.
Right. In this article, they stress knowing your risk tolerance.
Huge. How comfortable are you with ups and downs? The market can be volatile, right? Higher potential reward often comes with higher risk.
So true. Maybe you prefer something more stable, even if the returns are a bit lower. It's about finding what aligns with your comfort level and goals.
Absolutely. And here's something I love about this article. They talk about values-based investing.
Yes. Aligning your investments with your ethics and values. That resonates with me.
It's a big deal now. Supporting sustainable companies, investing in renewable energy, stuff like that. It's not just about making money, but making a difference.
I love that. So we've got risk tolerance, values-based investing. What else makes for a wise investor?
Don't put all your eggs in one basket, right?
Yeah.
Diversification.
Makes sense. Stocks, bonds, real estate, spreading things out helps manage risk.
Exactly. And it's good to understand the differences. Stocks, you're owning a piece of a company, potential for high growth, but also can be more volatile. Bonds, more like loans, lower returns typically, but considered less risky.
And then real estate, it's tangible, but of course comes with its own set of considerations.
Right. So it's about finding the right mix for you. And I cannot stress this enough, long-term perspective. Investing, it's a marathon, not a sprint.
Patience, patience, patience.
Exactly.
Hmm.
You plant a seed, you nurture it, you give it time to grow. You can't rush it.
Hmm.
And speaking of growth, this brings us to the article's final point. It ties everything together. Track your progress, celebrate those
So it's
wins.
like when you've been hitting the gym,
Right.
putting in the work, and then finally you see those results.
Yes. You're stronger, you feel better. It's the same with your finances.
Totally. In this article, they give a really practical tip. Set up systems to track your progress. Budgeting apps, spreadsheets, even just a notebook, whatever works.
As long as you can see those wins. Hit a savings goal, paid off some debt, investments are growing, celebrate it.
It's so motivating. You need that visual, especially when you hit those, let's be honest, inevitable bumps in the road.
Oh, for sure. And speaking of those bumps, the article actually addresses some common questions about saving for financial independence, like how much should you actually be saving each month? People want to know that magic number.
Right, it can be overwhelming trying to figure it out.
It really can. The article, they suggest aiming for at least 20% of your income, but it's a guideline, not a rule set in stone.
So adjust based on your own situation, your goals, what you can handle right now, right?
Exactly. And even starting small, 5%, 10%, it all adds up. The key is building that habit of saving consistently.
Consistency is key. I love that. Another big one. Saving versus investing. What's the deal?
The age-old debate, it all boils down to your time horizon. What are you saving for?
So short term, like a car down payment, maybe a vacation, high yield savings account, probably a good bet.
Exactly. You'll need that money soon. Don't want to risk market ups and downs. But long term, retirement, financial independence, that's where investing shines.
Let that money grow over time. Compounding, it's a beautiful thing.
The earlier you start, the better, even if it's a small amount. Time is on your side.
Time is your greatest asset. Wow, we have covered a lot of ground today. From setting smart goals to budgeting, automating, diversifying income, and of course, investing wisely. What a deep dive.
We really went deep on this one. But I hope our listeners feel empowered. They've got the knowledge, the tools. Now it's about taking action.
Yes, and remember, everyone's journey is unique. There's no right or wrong way to do this. The most important thing is to start, keep going, and celebrate your wins along the way. You got this.
And don't forget to enjoy the journey. Financial freedom, it's not just about the destination, right? It's about living a life with intention, a life you love.
So well said. And on that note, we'll wrap up this deep dive into financial independence saving tips. We hope you found it insightful, empowering. Until next time, happy saving, everyone.